Yes. Today we commemorate Johnny and Denise's final big breakfast with a personal tribute, a march past of their favourite figures of fun who have graced the show throughout their time in office. At the head of the parade, the British Bulldogs. Next, the Three Dwarfs, a tradition on the show dating back to the days when guests on the show were paid by the inch. And here he is, the hairy mutton. Some of the crowd entering into the spirit of the occasion with "You Beauty," and what beauties they are. And now, no momentous public ceremony would be complete without the Wombles. Yes. No one actually knows why, but they are here anyway. Now, a bevy of women in tabards. That neglected band who owe their status as heroes of the nation to Johnny's tireless promotion of their cause. And now the pushy mums and dads and daughters. Push them! Shoving their daughters right up to the front. Wave girl, you're on camera. Push them! And now, mayors, just a handful of hundreds of thousands of mayors who have appeared on the show, including a Lord Mayor.
Nice to see you. The Morris.
And look at these Morris dancers, driving us wild with their crazy tribal rhythms. And one for the dads, a gaggle of gorgeous, bouncy Page 3 girls. Aren't they lovely?
Thank you very much, ladies.
And now, a selection of men wearing hilarious women's coats.
Yes! That's my old coat!
And bringing up the rear, why, it's the marching brass band. What a fitting tribute. Now here comes the fleet of Spitfires to drop 1,000,000 rose petals on the house.
How about that?
Yes!
Oh, I'm sorry. We've run out of time. We have to roll the titles.
It's Friday the 12th of January. I'm Johnny Vaughan. This is, of course, the lovely, the wonderful, the ever-blonde Denise.
Thank you. And this is our last big breakfast ever.
Momentous day indeed. Truly momentous because in just 2 hours it's all over for Denise and myself.
That's the end of our careers.
You're all here to witness it, as indeed are 500 people outside there, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, let's see what we've got. Some very, very special treats lined up for you this morning. What a rare mood I'm in. Let's find out what we've got lined up for you this morning. Here we go. Straight after the news, Richard Baker's going to be on an ultra-secret mission, ladies and gentlemen, the details of which even he isn't allowed to know.
It's
Denise,
a secret. It's a secret.
Big secret.
And then at 7:20, we'll be picking up tips on polite ways to say goodbye from etiquette expert Drusilla Vapers.
And you've got somebody say, Drusilla. Oh, fine. It would be an elegant Dennis. At 7:30, we promise to deliver. It's the last ever. Some of you will be glad to hear this. Vital statistics, ladies and gentlemen. At last,
I'm sad.
What, about the last ever vital
That little
statistics?
tune, Vital Statistics.
Oh, the little
Never
tune,
again.
which never quite caught on, did it?
The album's out next year.
Normally due to the sound in here. No disrespect to the sound department. Great bunch of guys.
Plus, we've got masses of great surprises and outstanding guests.
Why, over there is Christopher Biggins. Oh, he's gone. Christopher Biggins here. I think he's the only one worth really mentioning this morning. Thank you very much to all our celebrity guests for coming down here this morning. Trev, I'm very glad you could make it.
Oh, Trevor.
Trevor Bayliss. Watch him round the pastry, girls. It is a cold day today. They put on, and they put on quite a display outside, which I know Trev will find irritating, considering his track record. A majestic live performance. Elvis Costello in the house. I've made no secret of my love for him, but right now it's your mate.
Yes, Jasmine Lowson.
Jasmine Lowson with the first of many bulletins today. Yes, Jasmine.
Good morning. These are the main stories on Friday, the 12th of January. Scotland gets it despite the risk. Hope for a price cut after a mega merger. And the Golden Girl heads for the silver screen. Scotland's about to be used again for target practice with a radioactive weapon. The government's refusing to cancel another 9 months of testing of depleted uranium. The stuff dominated the news this week after it emerged that it probably caused cancers which have killed countless troops who served in the Gulf and the Balkans. The ammunition will again be fired into the Solway Firth off southwest Scotland. There are high hopes that the cost of music and computer games will be slashed. Now, a mega merger between Time Warner and AOL has got the go-ahead, creating America's biggest media giant. It incorporates TV, music, movies and the net. The deal's worth $106 billion. Consumer watchdogs say the most hyped Christmas present in history has had problems. The PlayStation 2 launch has reportedly been followed by thousands of complaints from parents who forked out £300 apiece. Sony denies there's a widespread problem and has promised to repair or replace faulty machines within 24 hours. Billie Piper's reportedly turning her talented hand to the movies. She's landed a demanding role as a teenage chart-topper in a murder mystery called Tabloid. Together with screen legend John Hurt, she'll start filming the Brit flick next week. Here's the sport. The government's promised a £1 billion boost for youth sport. Tony Blair surrounded himself with some of the cream of our sporting heroes to make the announcement. It was clearly a winning decision.
Sport at the top level is very expensive, and if we want Britain to do well, that will take an increased amount of money.
Diego Maradona seems certain to keep his appointment with Dundee for a forthcoming celebrity game. The World Cup winning cheat will need the promised £250 fee. On a visit to Italy, he's just been hit with a tax bill for £16 million. That's the Big Breakfast News. Simon's at the house with the weather.
Thanks. Thank you very much, Jasmine Lowson. Well, it's another cold day today, I'm afraid, but it should be rather dry. But expect this, yes, it's that horrible biting northeasterly wind to be tearing through the place today, so it will feel a lot colder than it is. This morning, though, reasonably good. The same kind of template we've had for most of the week. That broken cloud, little bits of sun creeping through, but that biting east wind never really going away. A little bit of rain expected, I'm afraid, in Cornwall. Shouldn't hit us, though, so that's quite good news. This afternoon, very little's changing. That penetrating wind, harder in the south, I'm afraid, than in the north, so that's us again. But pretty much the same outlook, cloud, sunny breaks. That's all from me. I'm back in half an hour. Back to Johnny and Denise.
Thank you very much, Simon Fielder.
Simon Fielder there doing the weather live in front of 500 people. I'm something quite abstract about that. Not now, Donna! In fact, I wonder what it sounds like when 500 people roar. Not now, Donna. You could...
Stick mic.
Bring it on. You couldn't just...
Hang on.
Yeah.
We would like you all to shout as Donna enters. Go through there.
Okay.
Not now, Donna. Okay, just wait.
Now, Donna, as she comes out. Please.
Okay, Donna Air, ladies and gentlemen.
Not now! Thank you very much indeed. We're back out. Here we go. What a lovely noise that was. Easy, lads. The big fella coming in behind there. Millsy? Yeah, I heard Matt came in early this morning.
Do you know what? I love having these microphones. I feel like Des O'Connor.
Yeah, it's fantastic,
Marvellous.
Isn't it? Really much more professional.
You hold yours like that, though,
This is our
don't you?
last ever talking point, Denise. So I have to ask you, in the time-honoured tradition, did you watch EastEnders last night?
Do you know what? For the first time, I actually missed it.
I missed it as well. Yeah. So what are we going to talk about? Has anyone got any
well, let's talk
any
about...
sort of subjects?
Let's talk about... I know what we can talk about.
Benji Pell on Channel 4. Fantastic programme last
Okay, thank you very much indeed, John McCready.
No, the dustbin, the garbage, you know all about that.
I know you're getting the... Oh, yes, him, the
Benji Pell, fantastic.
Was it a good documentary?
Fantastic programme.
Thank you very much. Anyone else watch anything nice last night? Lionel Blair, you're going to plug something, aren't you? You're going to go, I didn't watch anything last night.
Okay,
in the theatre.
No, Johnny! Now that I'm still at Wimbledon this year. I watched that programme, Benji watched it. Fantastic
programme.
Donna Air got locked out yesterday.
Did you, Donna?
It took 3 hours to get in my house, but I don't want to talk about that. I want to say
Keys, Donna. That's what you need.
I want to say that I'm going to really miss the pair of you.
Oh,
No, Donna, not yet, Donna!
Now, Donna!
Now is not the time for tears!
So, Johnny, you've done 3 years. 3 years
Yeah, 3 years. Seems like it as well.
So, what have been the best highlights for you?
I know I do love it, but I tell you what's quite weird. Even this morning, all right there. Even this morning when I woke up, I thought, oh, not another show. Even when I woke up at 4 then I remembered it's the last one, and I sprung out. But even then, the effect of that early morning. How about that now?
But you can lie in next week.
Yeah, I can lie in all next week, and I can watch.
And spend time with Tabitha.
Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah, so Daddy in the morning.
No, you're deliberately trying to get me sentimental, but I'm not going to crack all night. I'm going to do the miserable, tear-drenched performance.
Can I just say, you will crack at the end.
I won't. There's no danger.
You will.
We'll see.
Keep watching.
I've got to tell you, Linton yesterday came up to my dressing room. I was chucking away a few things, and I was just going through a snack bowl, which it's like a stadium that roars when you pull out crisps.
I've seen it.
And I did it, and just looking at it, I looked up, and Linton was just in tears. Oh, no! He just cracked. Just the snack bowl got him. Linton, ladies and gentlemen, he's been a great friend.
Can I just say this is the perfect opportunity to point out Sturdy's T-shirt all the crew members have this morning?
Yes.
Vaughan free.
Lovely, Sturdy. That's lovely. Can I just also point out that Islet Pilar is here now? As you know, I love Elvis. Elvis Costello's here. This is Elvis, the world's greatest ever Elvis Presley impersonator. Right here with this line. You're performing later for us, aren't you, Islet? Yeah. Thank you. Didn't they tell you? OK. Do you know what? I think we can go out now with our fresh air fanatic, Richard Bacon. He doesn't even know where... Well,
maybe it's cold outside.
It's a big secret where he is. Richie, what a guan this morning?
Thanks very much. It is a very big secret. Essentially, I'm on a top secret mission this morning. I'm not allowed to say where I am, and I won't, because on the show today, we are giving away this. Johnny Vaughan's shed. Later on in the show today, one immensely lucky viewer will become the proud owner of this. We've had a competition on our website. I'm just going to get up on here. There's proof that it's a shed from the garden. There's Tom Hanks' autograph spray painted onto it. In a few minutes' time, I will be delivering it. We've had a lot of fun uprooting it from the Big Breakfast Garden. We've got a crack team of shed experts who've looked after this very precious cargo. I mean, when I say we, I didn't actually get involved in any of the manual work myself, did I, Irish producer Paul?
No, I can confirm that.
No, thank you very much. I just kind of got here late last night. But anyway, we've picked one winner. Now, the winner has not been selected at random. We had to choose somebody who we were sure would look after this shed. Find out why the particular person won this shed and who it is in a few minutes' time. Meanwhile, here's how you can win something very special later on in the show.
Play competition Gang Fred 2001 and you could win this small but incredibly powerful laptop computer courtesy of activate.co.uk. For your chance of winning, just answer the following question. What do you use to type a document on a computer? A keypad, B a keyhole, or C a key ring? And call 0900 144 7744 with your answer. Get the January blues because all next week Richard Bacon will be joined by a galaxy of great guest presenters. On Monday, Soap Springs Eternal with Hollyoaks Heartthrobs Natalie Casey and Terry Dwyer. Tuesday, we tantalise you with Patsy Kensit. Wednesday, that's Magic with Paul Daniels and the lovely Debbie McGee. Thursday, Lita and Faye step into the presenter's chair. And on Friday, Lita Snowden and Richard Whiteley start the countdown to your new Big Breakfast. All this and more on the Big Breakfast. It's the dawning of a new era.
Welcome back to today's Bonanza Big Breakfast, ladies and gentlemen. Why, that's page 3 girl, Jo Hicks. When you leave a job, it's not usually just a case of packing your bags and walking out. There are certain procedures and conventions to be followed. Luckily today, Den and I are getting some expert guidance about the proper etiquette. In the last ever Mend Your Manners.
Mind your manners.
Here to advise us is our own Queen of Etiquette. She knows I'm going to do it on her last time. She is Drusilla. Good morning, Drusilla Bayfus. Good morning. OK, here to advise us, Drusilla Bayfus, as ever. Let's have a look at our first situation, and then we may discuss it, Drusilla. Here it is. OK, it's a very good question, this one, Drusilla. Is it appropriate to use one's leaving speech to settle one's long-standing disputes that one might have?
Absolutely. Well, one is often tempted to do so, but my view is that it tends to create a rather unpleasant atmosphere. It certainly makes life spicier if you do, but it's probably too late. You're never quite sure whether or not the break's going to be total. So I think the safest rule is...
You're never sure the break's going to be total?
No, you never know. You never know. We're thinking in practical terms, aren't we?
OK. So you think leave out business, keep it friendly?
No, I think it's possible to settle old scores if you're really clever, and you can do it in terms of irony and humour. But as a general rule, I say no.
OK. OK, thank you. So you're saying no. What do we think here? I'm going to get a second opinion. You try having a wedding without him. Christopher Biggins.
I'm afraid I have to agree.
Sorry. Well, that for me is emphatic. That's done. That is law. That's the 11th commandment. Biggins and Drusilla. So no. OK, let's have a look at situation number 2. Here we go. Hey. At one's leaving party, would it be acceptable to make a pass at someone you've always secretly had a bit of a fancy for? What do you think?
I think you've left it all, or the person's left it all a bit too late. Because if they were going to respond in a favourable way, then they would have if you'd given the buzz on the mobile afterwards. And if they didn't...
Give them a
buzz? Well, you're wasting... Why not?
What's she talking about? OK, so you...
Wait! Let me finish.
Go on.
Let me finish. And if they didn't, then you're going to be wasting your time.
OK.
And I think, as we've agreed, this is rather a serious item, not an opportunity for you to show off.
OK, thank you very much. What I love is you've done me up. You see how she's done me up?
Easy, Drusilla, it's his last day.
Oh, no, that's good, though. Drusilla's the only one that does me up.
He knows I'm a great admirer.
I know. We're both, I think, mutual admiration there, isn't it? OK, so Drusilla, it's incorrect to make it pass at someone I've always secretly fancied.
It's too late. Later is the word.
OK, if it was going to happen, you should have done it already. Don't wait for that
or later, as I said.
OK, or later.
But hang on, what if you're both feeling really horny?
Yeah. What if, say...
Well,
the end of the show.
About goodbyes, I think that they do rather suppress that particular quality that you mentioned. Okay. I think the emotion comes out in other ways.
It's hard. It's easier to pull at a wedding than a funeral, isn't it?
I can't deny that.
In my opinion, funerals I always find an appalling place to try and hook a chick.
There's a lot of stiff competition.
Did you know the deceased well? OK.
Honestly,
I don't know, that cropped up, actually.
Now we've got gallows humour, which we've never had before.
Which is good, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Is that all right?
Can be, yes.
OK, so you're saying it's not acceptable. Biggins, second opinion on this, Duke?
I have to disagree here.
I bet you will.
I think if you've got it in you, you've got to go for it. I'm sorry.
Absolutely right.
No, thank you.
So you're saying go for it at any time,
Absolutely.
any place?
Funerals anywhere.
OK, funerals anywhere.
Maybe a bit of a dead end, but you've got to go for it, I think.
Births, marriages, deaths.
Yeah, anything.
All three.
Yeah, just go for it. If you've got it there,
Biggins.
go for it.
OK, thank you very much, Christopher Biggins, but I'm still going to go with Drusilla. Actually, no. Slight criticism. What do we think? All those who think... Wait a second. And I haven't given you the choices yet, have I? All those who think it's acceptable to pull and go for another last. Page 3, girls, what do you think? Do you think it's acceptable?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Dressing room 5. OK, I think
that's now Simon Fielder's.
That's now Simon Fielder's.
Dressing room 5.
Oh, I haven't got it. Yeah. And I'll join you. OK, here we go. OK, let's see our last situation. Here we go. OK, after one has left a company, is it acceptable to avoid queries regarding future work?
Well, my view is that when you've gone, you've gone. And, it could go on forever. If you remain connected to the company, you take telephone calls, you're involved in faxes, emails, I think it's quite legitimate, really, to call it a day. But I think if you...
Sorry, my producer's just gone here. Something he's never done before.
I think if you leave, you leave. But I think if you've got any kind of conscience at all, I think you make absolutely sure when you do leave that there's somebody there that's going to, take over your responsibilities.
OK, thank you very much indeed, Drusilla Bayfors. I'm going to carry that one straight away, so I can't work out if it's a yes or no, really. I've left the company, it's acceptable. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yes, it is acceptable. I didn't know which way it was framed.
Right.
OK, do you know what, ladies and gentlemen? She's delighted us on the odd morning she's been down here. She's a one-woman walking etiquette machine. She puts me down regularly, and I sort of love it. in actually quite a twisted way. But she is Drusilla Bayfors, ladies and gentlemen. Drusilla, finally. Is it acceptable? Drusilla, is it acceptable to give someone a kiss at the end of an item if it's the last show?
This absolutely proves my general assumption there are exceptions to all rules.
Oh, Drusilla Bayfors, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Drusilla, I want you to go and muddle in with the page 3 girls. And I want you to flaunt yourself. And there you go. OK, thank you very much, Drusilla. Now, here's the man who likes it out and about. It is, of course, Richard Bacon. Here he is.
Thank you. Thanks very much. A secret location this morning. Tell you where I am in just a second. It is, of course, the end of an era today with Johnny Vaughan leaving the shed. Becomes ownerless, and this morning we are trying to find a new home for it, which is why earlier in the week we asked you to post your 3 reasons why you would be best able to offer the shed a nice retirement home. We're actually now hiding on the Winners Street, and we're all going to go and deliver the shed right now. So I've got some shed experts with me who've been guarding the cargo here. That's Tom Hanks's autograph on the side, by the way. All right, lads, let's move on. So here they are, escorting the shed. It's very much like in the line of fire this morning. Well done, lads. You're doing a great job. Now, the first question I have to ask... Give me those. We have selected the winner for a reason. We asked people to give us 3 reasons why they'd make the best owner. Where am I this morning? I'll tell you one thing. I'm not in Wales. These are some of the runners-up I'm reading. Dave Cheseldine, it's not you, mate. One of his reasons for owning the shed, he said, I could drill a hole in the roof and observe lunar eclipses indoors. Sorry, mate, you're not getting the shed. Lindsay Collins, she wanted to win it. She's from Basildon in Essex. You have not won it, I'm afraid, Lindsay. Good entry there. You said you wanted the shed because you fancy the pants off Vaughnie, and he totally gets it. And because I could do with the shed to get away from things I need, and she wanted a bit of Vaughnie after he's gone as well. And one other entry, where is it there? Also, let me just tell you, it's not going to David Marsh. He wanted it to keep dozens of half-used, dried-up paint tins in. Dave Marsh from... I'm screwing him up. Dave from somewhere, Manchester. Dave, you're not getting it. Here we are. I can tell you now that we are in Grays in Essex, and this is the home of the winner here, the shed at his door. Let's hope he's in. I think I'm right in saying, just having a look at the building, it's got... Paul, Irish Paul... Does it look like it's got a garden? It's got a garden. In fact, there's 3 sheds in there already. What? Is he there? OK, there's a cat in the back garden. I've got to decide that someone's in. Let me just do the usual trick here. Hello, it's Richard Bacon for the Big Breakfast. Please come to your door. We have a rather special prize for you. OK, any luck yet? I'm going to keep pressing the bell. Just stick with us. I'm gonna keep knocking. Just have a look at the windows, please. Irish producer Paul's going around the back. There's a car on the drive. There's a cat running around the back. I think someone's in. Okay, here we go. Here we go, folks. The door is now opening. Hello.
Could you just wait while I get a dressing gown on?
Yes. Hello there. Is Steve in?
Yeah, I'll get in.
Okay. Could you get your dressing gown, but get Steve quickly. I've got something rather special. Steve Watson. Richard Bacon from The Big Breakfast. You've just won Johnny Vaughan's shed.
Brilliant.
Come out, mate, come out here. Come have a look. You sent the best entry onto our website. You gave us 3 great reasons why you should own the shed. Here we are, look, mate. Here, first of all, it's a certificate. OK, we're going to go out to the shed. The shed's over there. Come with us. We're going to get you to read your reasons in a moment. Steve, let me take your hand and come with me. Come and touch your new shed. Looking in your garden there, mate. Am I right in thinking I saw about 3 other sheds?
Yeah.
So you're a bit of a shed fan?
Yeah, man.
OK, here we go. Have a look. Touch it, Steve. Touch it. Press your palm onto it. There, he meets his shed for the first time. Tom Hanks' autograph on the door. Listen, that's it from us. Just give us an example. I'll tell you, we'll do it later. He's given us 3 reasons why he should own this shed. It is now his shed. He'll read them out later. We're going to take this apart and put it in his garden. You'll see it there later. Join us for that. Well done, old boy. Meanwhile, this is Channel 4. You're watching The Big Breakfast, and here is a break.
Was hands when that was just like when you're never gonna pray, don't pray, no mind. You not mind a hand, Lord. Pray no mind. You not mind a hand, Lord. Pray no mind. When you're never gonna pray, no mind. Solo.
Hey, hello there, good morning.
Island Pilov, ladies and gentlemen.
And welcome back to your Big Breakfast.
Look at it go!
When the head was hands clashing, when that was just like when the head was hands clashing, when that was just like when you're never gonna pray, don't pray, no mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is on fire this morning, and he is Island Pilov. Elvis is here. Elvis lives, ladies and gentlemen. Elvis lives.
Elvis lives in Bolox.
Yep, the king never checked out. Not with Islet. Look at that. Thank you very much. You're on fire today. Thank you for coming over from Sweden, especially today, ladies and gentlemen.
Good man.
He is their #1 Elvis impersonator.
OK, coming up next, this is our final day here at the Big Breakfast. But we have got, after the news, some vital statistics for you.
Can you just boo us again? I quite like that.
You like Nick Cotton now, aren't you?
I feel like Nick Cotton. Thank you very much. OK, right now we are going to Jasmine Lowson for the Big Breakfast News and Weather. Can we have 500 people cheering the news, please?
So exciting. Good morning. These are the main stories on Friday, the 12th of January. The War Games resume despite a cloud of confusion. Ally McBeal becomes an instant mum, and Bex goes for the jackpot. There's disbelief at the government's insistence that ammunition testing resumes next month off Scotland involving so-called depleted uranium. The stuff's dominated the headlines this week as the likely cause of cancers which have killed countless British troops who served in the Gulf and the Balkans. It'll be blasted into the Solway Firth off southwest Scotland over the next 9 months. The NHS has apparently imported 5 training nurses with HIV. The tabloids are reporting that their condition was confirmed in health checks when they arrived from Africa for their training in Wolverhampton. They've already worked on city hospital wards. Health officials claim they're no risk to patients. Another skeleton has popped out of the Clinton cupboard. It's emerged that the sax-blowing leader was partly bankrolled by an Indonesian billionaire during election campaigning. That's banned under American law. The donor's been hit with a record $9 million fine. Ally McBeal star Calista Flockhart has found a new role, having adopted a baby. She attended the birth of her new son and held him minutes afterwards. Ally says she'll put him in an on-set creche while filming her next Channel 4 series. Here's the sport. 160 grand a week. Lovely jubbly. That's the latest wage demand of England skipper David Beckham. It would be almost double the amount paid to Zinedine Zidane and Luis Figo, who both upstaged him in the World Player of the Year listing. Robbie Fowler's catalogue of mixed fortune continues. Liverpool have rejected a £12 million offer for him from Villa, but manager Gerard Houllier is said to have reminded him that he must continue to fight for his place. That's the Big Breakfast News. Simon's at the house with the weather.
Thank you very much, Jasmine Lowson. Well, despite the fact that it's a very cold day today, these people don't seem to have noticed. But it is very cold due to this northeasterly wind permeating the whole country, I'm afraid. Elsewhere, broken cloud, glimpses of sun getting through here and there. Northern Ireland, perhaps Wales, seeing a bit there. Unfortunately, if you're in the southwest, Cornwall, Devon area, you're going to get a little bit damp, I'm afraid. Other than that, nothing much is changing this afternoon. Still rather chilly because of that wind. Temperatures about the seasonal average, but it will feel minus temps because of the cold wind. Otherwise, a bit of sun here and there. That's all from me. Now it's back to Johnny and Denise.
Thank you very much, Simon Fielder. Doing the weather live in front of 500 people in the day.
You had a good suggestion, didn't you?
Yeah, they should do that at like Reading Rock Festival, live on stage.
With Simon Fielder.
Simon Fielder does the weather with John Checkley. OK, over the years we've brought you a host of extraordinary facts about all kinds of things, from sausages to photocopies. Many of which I've always felt over the years have been slightly made up. Actually, I'll let that still last.
No, we wouldn't do that.
A shrewd suspicion a lot of them are just made up.
We wouldn't do
anyway,
that.
Today we're bringing you some more essential knowledge, but this time not even I know the answers. Because on this, our last ever show, I gather they've got Johnny Vaughan. I'm Johnny Vaughan.
I'm Johnny Vaughan. I'm Johnny Vaughan.
No, I'm Johnny Vaughan.
I'm Johnny
and so's my
Vaughan.
wife. Vital statistics, ladies and
Vital statistics. Our last day.
Vital statistics. What will the stats say? Oh my word. What will the stats say? Yes, indeed, it's time for our very last vital statistics. Hurry while stocks last. OK, this is the total number of hours you could have watched me on the Big Breakfast.
Remember, let's think about this. 3 years.
3 and a bit years. September
3 and
wasn't
a bit.
3 years, so yes, what's that? 52 times 2, taking off weekends, 104. Let me see, it's about, I love this cacophony of nothing. Let me see, that's 5. It's like being at a convention of car dealers. 5 minus 4 for the whole unit with the headlamp.
Let's see. Lionel, what do you think?
Lionel, what do you reckon?
I think we've seen you, let's see, I did
3 years.
5
5 shows,
years,
10 hours a week.
10 hours a week.
10 hours a week.
that must be...
Where's Carol Vorderman?
Take away the number you first thought.
Take away the number you first.
3,000.
About 3,000.
3,000.
But hang on, does this include things like the commercials that we do?
Could
for
be,
Big
could.
Breakfast?
But I don't know. I think it's actual Big Breakfast.
It's just a show.
You bring intelligence to any show.
I think... Thank you, Johnny. I think it's 2,100.
OK. Trevor Bayliss, I know it's strictly not your department, this. You're more clockwork.
1,900.
What do you reckon?
19.
Well, let's bring in the stat. I think David's bringing it in. Here's the stat. What's it going to be, David? 1,023.82 hours. It's quite a lot. It's quite a lot, yeah. OK, total amount of time in days that I've sat at these French windows.
Total amount of days?
500. You'd say, what, 500 days? Days? No, I'd say about, what's that divided by, it must be about, what, about a equivalent of 100 days, do you think?
No, I'd say I'm going for 124.
124 hours in a day, we can't do the maths
just
that
a
quick.
guess.
Let's see, man with the muttons, you beauty! All aboard! 15 days. Is that all? I've hardly started. I feel, what's been the point? 15 whole days.
15 days.
15 days? I spend longer than that on the loo in a year.
Do you?
Reclining. In my reclining lavatory. OK, number of hours I've spent slagging off the French. That's got to be quite a bit, actually. I've got to say, actually, that's been very exaggerated. I very rarely do that. It's more the Germans.
Yeah, OK.
Yeah, but maybe we're coming to that one. Are we coming to the Germans?
No, I don't think they're just giving a French stat. There's no German stat here, but that was
a Frenchy stat.
A Frenchy stat. That's my own request. So Womble, tell us how many that is. This is 2 hours and 24 minutes. The best time I've ever spent doing anything. Do you know what? I think we're going to hear them outside make the cry as well. What is the cry? Have we got the cry out there? Let's hear it. The cry says... How about that? OK, stat 2. Percentage of celebrity interview time taken up by me talking. Whoa. Let's not take this lightly.
OK, who can we ask? Let's see.
Percentage of celebrity... I think it's going to be a percentage. Is this a percentage, Ed? OK. Well, I think I'm a great one for letting guests speak, and I've made that a principle.
Let's ask Carpet. What do you think, Carpet?
What do you think, Carpet?
I think it's quite high, because you do like to...
Yeah, all right, Carpet, don't twist the knife.
I think it's 35%.
35%. If it's not lower, yeah, I'm going to walk.
I think it's
fix the
more.
stat. OK, let's ask Sonny, formerly a communist, now a working Tory.
Nasty. No, I think he's been too generous. I reckon it's got to be at least 60%.
He's my little pony. I may not have much hair, at least I didn't borrow it from a pony. At least I've just added a horse's tail to my hair.
I've done that.
You can make a violin bow out of that lot. Percentage. Thank you very much. OK, what do you think, Linton? You're always there. You're my right-hand man.
40, 30, 39.
No, Johnny.
Hang on.
If it's Totty,
yes,
then they do all the talking,
yes,
you do all the worshipping,
yes,
you see.
Exactly,
but if it's blokes, you don't care, you don't listen, so you just chat away. That's all that matters. Totty less.
Sorry, John, you lost me halfway through. I was distracted by the page 3 goals. You're right, ladies. What do you reckon?
What do you reckon?
Oh, cheers. OK, let's have a look what it actually is. I'm sure we're going to be staggered how low it is. OK, $27 thinks.
Let's bring in Morris. He's the greatest dancer.
40! Do you know what? That is made up.
No, it's not.
How can you go through every interview? I've interviewed millions of...
On an average.
You took a me. No, you
It's
were
an
me,
average.
mate. You didn't take a me. What did the crowd shout? Let's hear. Thank you very much. Hey! OK, I think we've got the last stat here, Den.
OK.
This is percentage...
It's the last ever stat.
It's the last ever stat. OK, it concerns obscene fan letters. And I think that's actually quite appropriate. Incidentally, thank you for all the messages you've left Vicky over the years. I've always encouraged you to be absolutely filthy when you leave faxes for her. And actually responded to that like no other fan.
And she loves it.
Yeah. It's even actually resulted in 2 massive court cases and 1 man being jailed. So thanks. He used one of those voice changers. It was quite...
Really?
Very lively imagination.
Sure it wasn't Posh Spice?
Could have been Posh Spice, yeah. Percentage
Out of your mind.
Percentage... I think it was Cher, actually. Percentage of fan letters sent to Denise that are obscene.
And
I apologise for that,
I never get to see.
I apologise.
You must stop doing
some
that.
of them from my own pen. Percentage of fan letters sent to Denise that are obscene. I would think... Keep sending the fan letters.
Well, it depends.
Jeremy, one of the producers here, who often dresses like Bodie.
Is he just incredibly tall, or...?
He is very tall, yes.
I reckon 35%.
35%. Quite high. Next door to you is a man who is physically remarkable. It's hard to believe a man of that height could support 2 buttocks of that magnitude. Many believe his body, the rest of his body, is a life support system for a pair of butt cheeks.
Can we just see those butt cheeks?
Please show us your butt cheeks, Mike. Come on. They both. Well, I hope some of you have got widescreen television. Really enjoy those in 16 to 9.
OK, so what do you think, Mark?
I'm going 42%.
42%. Let's find out the stat, Mayor. Not now, Raj. Go on, show us. 20%. OK, thank you very much. Percentage of fan letters sent to Donna that are obscene.
A lot.
It's got to be higher.
I bet you get a lot. Yes,
do you think your Donna fan is more twisted than your Denise fan?
Yes.
I'd say so, yeah. I'd say the sort of man that likes Donna Air's got to be pretty sick. I know I do. OK, Donna, what do you think? Percentage of fan letters. I know you insist on getting your obscene ones, and I gather they're the only ones you actually keep.
It's what I do in the evenings. OK, I think about 28.
Higher. 28%.
No, higher. I think it's higher. Definitely.
Trevor Bayliss, I know you've written many of them. I reckon about 34%. 34%. We've got a woman in a tabard. Please, woman in a tabard, Ronnie. Bring it. A woman in a tabard called
Ronnie.
Oh, it's sexually so ambiguous. 50%.
I told you, 50%.
Half of the people who write to Donna write obscenities. I think that's you made me do that. You made me do that.
Pass them on.
Yeah.
That's because, Johnny,
Yeah.
I'm good.
That's because, oh, I'm good. Oh, yeah, I'm good. OK.
Who else have we got?
OK, percentage of fan letters sent to Simon.
Where is Simon?
It doesn't matter now.
Simon Fielder.
That's not important now. That are
Simon
obscene.
Fielder.
Simon Fielder, that is, in case you know what you're talking about. OK. Percentage of fan letters sent to Simon that are obscene.
-3.
-3. Thank you very much. He's not actually aware of having a fan letter, I don't think, but go on.
1%.
1%.
No, I'm 11.
Kevin, you're a dancer. 4%. 4%. Nicola, what do you think? I know you're not wearing any underwear today.
Again, as usual, I say about 5%. If they're anything like mine, it's 99.
OK, bring in the lovely Jamela, ladies and gentlemen. Lilani, sorry, I get muddled. It's all a bit... No letters at all. It seems like a lovely, upbeat, feel-good way to end our last ever Vital Statistics. We cry! It's exactly right, ladies and gentlemen. Fortissimo. That was Vital Statistics, ladies and gentlemen. Gone. Oh.
Matt nearly fell over there.
Denise, what's happening now on the show?
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to have a little break.
We're going to have a little break?
This is Channel 4,
we
and
running
you're
it?
watching
Nice.
our last ever Big Breakfast. We'll
Don't
see
go
you
away.
soon.
Everybody home say Lord, won't stand to the A-house rock. Spike them up and on the tennis saxophone. Little yawn on the side trombone. The drummer went to some man. You was written, say the old probably, and that's right. That's right. Everybody home say Lord, won't stand to the A-house rock. Number 47 said number 3. You could get a man every day. I'm soon even like the company. Come and do Yale House Rock with me. That's right. That's right.
I didn't peel up, ladies and gentlemen. Can you say, remember, he doesn't speak a word of English, so he deserves your respect. Thank you, Isla. Thank you very much. You coming in?
Come and join us, Elvis.
There we go. Isla Pilon, ladies and gentlemen.
The King lives.
The King. OK. We're thrilled to say that was Sweden's premier Elvis impersonator.
I'm also thrilled to say that we've got our lovely ladies in the house.
We certainly have.
As we all say, no way, no way.
No way, no way.
Manana.
Vanilla, please use what you've been blessed by the Lord for. All right, then, sing.
Manamana, we know she's a Manamana, real proud pleaser. Manamana, lovely Lisa. Manamana, yes you are. An angel from above. Happy days are here.
Hi there, welcome to the Johnny and Lisa show. I'm Johnny Stringer.
And I'm just Lisa.
Go, Lisa!
Go, girl!
I'm about to swing myself down this incredibly high building in order to retrieve it. Over and out.
Morning, I'm Lisa Tarbuck. It's the 6th of July. Here is what's coming up on the show today. Do you know what? I'm having a laugh now.
Yeah. What is your favourite power tool?
What did she say?
What I'll do is I'll get the celebrity flipboard over. Jason, could you, love? Bring the flipboard over.
Auntie, I don't know my own strings, do I? What's your skirt there, Lily? Oh, that's going to give my drink. We're dancing on the ceiling. Look, I've got the script, it's OK.
Right.
Now! OK.
Oh, is this what they're doing, the dancing on the ceiling skit? What?
Great. No, you can put it down.
What did I do now? What?
Great.
Did I do something wrong?
No, we're going to be dancing on the ceiling. It's an illusion line up and you've ruined it.
Get in there, Mom! Well, I know, yeah. Yeah, well, little Beckham started asking rather difficult questions about his dad. I said to him, don't be so bloomin' selfish, love. I'd like to know who your father is as well.
Digging that hole again there, Lisa. Digging that hole.
I tell you what, you can dig it now and I might get in there with you.
Oh, good.
Oh,
warming up, she's warming up.
I certainly am.
Yeah.
Stop it, Mr. Bond.
Did you watch The Sopranos midweek incidentally?
No, much
Awesome.
too busy having a life. You want to get
Walk right into that one. Did I walk into that?
strolled into
Just
that.
strolled into it, didn't I? Bang.
How many stunts in this film do you actually do?
I did the boat sequence. I didn't do the barrel roll. I did the fire sequence on the chains. Did the fight scenes. Did the bedroom scenes.
I punched my last dentist, so he's got a
You punched a dentist?
Yeah, I punched him out.
Well, lying down like that, and suddenly just a big hook comes out of the
I
chair.
punched him and I legged it, and
Really?
I had him, 3 nurses, and my mother chased me through the surgery.
G'day. As always, I'm joined by that brainy little beaut, the chic sheep shearer who we'd all like to have a dip with, mate. The gorgeous Nolene, born a man. We've loved having you here, Lisa.
Thank you very much for having me.
And she called me yesterday. I know she's watching this morning because we were just
Good morning,
saying
Lisa.
good morning to her. There we go. Keep it going there, Matt. Yeah. In your own time, Matt. That was about the slowest drift the camera can do.
And he's from Dudley.
He's good, lad. He's from Dudley, and he ate a little flag. Can I just also say, there's a great friend of ours. If I told you he spent 20 years in the Mets...
20 years?
Well, boy, Barry Shortland, ladies and gentlemen. 20 years in the Mets. I bet there's a few people who'd like just to roll in a blanket and give a right good hiding to right here, right now. Probably a lot of criminals out there, Barry. Few you wouldn't mind rolling down some stairs. On the way to the charge room. Do you know what, we're going to take a break now. Back in a couple of seconds. Still got the papers, still got the
We've
big
got
last
gagging for it.
Friday song, got Elvis Costello. We've got lots happening.
Yeah.
We have, actually, haven't we? Yes, we do.
This is Channel 4, and you're watching Vorney on the Big Breakfast.
Denise on the Big Breakfast.
And welcome back to your Big Breakfast. It's our last show
Our last ever show. Our last ever show, ladies and gentlemen.
This is it.
You know what? Thank you very much, everyone, for coming down here. There's people come down from Glasgow this morning. Where are the Glasgow lads? Morning. There's some chatter. The Cheesemans of Peckham are here, ladies and gentlemen.
Do we have
Morning,
any ladies
Bethany.
from
Nice to have you down here. Denise, you know what? It's time, I think, for Elvis Costello. Now, hopefully, the Cheesemans. That is Gareth Cheeseman. Come through. OK, do you know, I told you how to clap. Start the clap, please.
Start the clap!
Yes. That's it.
I've been on tenterhooks and in dirty looks. Listen to the music, thinking about this and that. She said, that's not I don't wanna chitter chat. Turn it down a little bit, turn it down flat. Pump it up till you can't feel it. Pump it up when you don't really need it. I'm in the presence and I help and I heavens and listen to the propaganda, listen to the latest standard. There's nothing under here that she wouldn't understand. Pump it up till you can't feel it when you don't really need it. She has been a bad girl, she's like a chemical. Though you try to stop it, she's like a narcotic. You wanna talk to her, you wanna torture her. All the things you bother her, putting up your temperature. Pump it up till you can't feel it when you don't really need it. Down in the passenger, out in the bargaining, you put your passion out under the pressure pin. Fall into submission, hit and run transmission. No use wishing out for any other sin. Pump it up till you can feel it when you don't really need it. Don't really need it. Don't really need it. Don't really need it.
Costello, ladies and gentlemen. Elvis Costello, ladies and gentlemen. Always an honour to have you down here. Elvis Costello, do you know what? Here is Jasmine Lowson with the big breakfast news, I think.
Good morning. These are the main stories on Friday, the 12th of January. Scotland braces itself for more target practice. The Secret Service recruits a president, and Lennox gets his big prize. Scotland's about to be used again as a testing ground for a radioactive weapon. The government's refusing to cancel another 9 months of testing of depleted uranium. The stuff's dominated the news this week after it emerged that it probably caused cancers which have killed countless troops who served in the Gulf and the Balkans. The ammunition will again be fired into the Solway Firth off southwest Scotland. There are high hopes that the cost of music and computer games will be slashed. Now, a mega merger between Time Warner and AOL has got the go-ahead, creating America's biggest media giant. It incorporates TV, music, movies and the net. The deal's worth $106 billion. There's little word from the palace about Princess Margaret's health, except that doctors at King Edward VII Hospital continue to keep a close watch on her. Margaret's daughter, Lady Sarah Chatto, is the latest royal to visit her in hospital. Bill Clinton's making a career move into the movies. He'll play a cameo role in a scene in the next Bond film where the secret agent attends a reception at the White House. He'll play, guess what, the president, and it's yet another ambition fulfilled.
Ever since I was a little boy, I wanted to be a real actor.
Here's the sport. The big fight is finally on. It's been confirmed in the States that British heavyweight hero Lennox Lewis will face Mike Tyson in the ring. The Vegas cracker, scheduled for March, should earn Lewis around £20 million. Sweden's back on the menu this morning with the new England boss taking up residency. Sven has plans for a lunchtime news conference amid widespread hype in the press about the likelihood of a radical shake-up in his first national squad. That's the Big Breakfast News. Simon's at the house with the weather.
Good night, Wisconsin! Thank you very much, Jasmine Lowson. Well, what are we in for today? Rather a cold one, I'm afraid, with a biting northeasterly wind cutting through most of the country. This morning, though, rather dry for most of us. A little bit of sun sneaking out from a few clouds here and there. Still, that won't stop a bit of rain creeping into Cornwall, I'm afraid. This afternoon's pretty much the same picture. Cloudy, bit of sun and a chilly wind. That's all from me. Now it's back to Johnny and Denise for the papers.
Do you know what? I think it's time for the crowd to go. Should we go out there and get
Yeah,
them
let's
to
go and do
read
it.
all
Hang
that?
on, let me get my
It's a nice
microphone.
moment. Let's see if they can do it.
1 sec.
Are you ready? In here as well?
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready? It's time for you to chant. Read all about it!
Read all about it!
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much, that splinter group there. I appreciate that. We'll be out again for the get in there, all right?
We'll see you soon.
Right, we can do it in here as well. I don't know if you joined in as we're going to...
Read all about it! Read all about it!
Let's take a look at the headlines, which I'm going to crack through. I've just been ordered to by Ed, our glorious leader. I tell you what, it's been like the last days of the Reich for Ed recently. Here he is. I think he's down to like a team of 3 around him, all calling him still the beloved Führer. The show is perfect, mein Führer. We're down to just one room in here. There was a couple of days ago in the house, they had the new team doing the new breakfast. We're in the house, and certain bits were off limits to us. It was like the Russians arriving in Berlin in 45. You are still our glorious leader. None but you will we serve. Anyway,
let's have a look at the headlines.
Let's have a look at the headlines. I got a bit carried away there, didn't I?
Yeah, just a bit.
On the German tip, you know what I say? Right. Olympic men's jet disease. 3 British Olympic coaches, suffered potentially fatal blood clot.
Blood clot.
You that boy. When they flew to Australia for the 2000 Games, Pundaras. Let's go to the Mirror. She's horrid.
Who?
She's horrid. It's a 5-year-old girl.
Who's horrid?
Got a national paper there. It's nice at the age of 5 to be able to pick up a national newspaper and know you're horrid.
Oh, that's her verdict on Princess Anne.
Yeah, no, what it is a 5-year-old girl selected to give Princess Anne a posy of flowers, throws a wobble and says, I don't want to give it to her, she's horrible. Oh, it's Princess Anne that's horrible. It's all right, the 5-year-old girl's fine. I don't know, I quite admire her for that. I always felt sorry for those kids who kind of get pushed forward to give the Queen. I don't like the Queen.
You love that, pushy mum.
Oh, I love that. Let's move through to the last paper. This is the Star. Thank you very much, Lionel and Roger. And now John McCririck is holding the Star.
Scumbag journalism, this is.
Is it?
Oh, it's horrible.
Johnny.
Nothing to do with any of us. Cover the name up. It's disgusting. Sneeze journalism. This.
Snooker champ dumped me
so
for Heidi
what?
High
So what? He's an unmarried young man. Leave him out. Disgusting. Disgusting. No, don't show it up, Denise. Don't show it up. Don't laugh. Don't show it up. What about your sex life if that was revealed?
They all know about that one.
John, plenty of open secrets there. She tells us every morning.
Yeah, but it's horrible.
You must start watching the show.
It's her stool patterns I find more exciting. Over the last 3.5 years, it's all really Denise has kept me up with. Still haven't gone 2 days now. But anyway, snooker champ dumped me for Heidi High Maid. John McCririck loathes this, so it's going away. Just to keep a guest happy. But anyway, the world champion Mark Williams has set up a love nest with Sue Pollard.
So what?
With Sue Pollard? That is a story.
Get it back.
Is it Sue Pollard?
Yeah.
No, it's not Sue Pollard.
It is Sue Pollard.
The yellow coot. Right, do you know what? What am I doing? I'll go outside and get them to do it because they're quite good. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to... You as well, it's time to... Let's get in there, OK. So who said son? It's a long time since I've had time to get in there. Son. Go on, son. Go on, son. On the Wales. OK, lovely story in the Star this morning. A bit of Windy Pops, I think I've covered it up. Hang on a second. On to Denise, just let her do a little dance. Hang on. Thanks, Denise. Yeah, I've cleared the blockage. OK.
So have I.
Psychic, Paula. Great chemistry, great chemistry, great chemistry. OK, here we go. Psychic Paula Hosford unsuccessfully sued a DIY store in Austin, Texas, claiming she lost her powers after a plank of wood fell on her head. but brilliantly, the store said she should have seen it coming. Do you know what? I've got to thank the Times today. You know how obsessed I am with the Russians and their drinking habits. But this really is everything I've ever dreamt Russia is about.
Perfect for your last day.
It's perfect. Russia's health ministry has launched a campaign to have beer recognised as an alcoholic drink. The Russians. By a quirk of cultural history, beer in Russia does not count as alcohol. Classified in Soviet times as non-alcoholic because local brands were so innocuous compared with the vodka. It can still be bought and drunk by children, and it is. I'd love to have a short of whiskey there, but I'm a nominated driver tonight. You better make that just 9 pints of beer. It says here, many Russian vodka drinkers continue to see beer through the distorted lens offered by Yuri Luskov, Moscow's mayor, who authorised the building of a large Turkish brewery on the city's outskirts. Beer, he said, was an ideal cure for recovery alcoholics. We've upped your husband's dosage. I'm glad to see he's responding very well. What have we got here? Buried in his work. As his workers went home, not noticing a colleague had been dead at his desk all week. Let's just check. Are you all right in sound? You're all right, lads? Because I go past, they're always in the same position. Like that. Always looking like they're about to do something. Yeah, well, they'll be doing that now. In fact, I'm surprised they've made a sarcastic little sound effect. Oh, they have. There we go. OK. Publisher George Turkelbaum worked such long hours that nobody thought it unusual for him to be in one position all the time. George was finally moved after a cleaner came in on Saturday morning and wondered why he was still in the New York office. How about that? Last section of Not Too Mad, I'm afraid, in the Mail. I hope they respond to my last day today by the traditional madness that adorns their letters page. But this is a last bit of insanity from Eurogenius. Car manufacturers should develop a computer program that could sense whether the driver had been drinking. If so, the ignition could be blocked and the car could not be driven by that person. Such a device would save thousands of lives. You could just have a moving ignition. Just so the actual key slot goes like that and he's got to get it in. Or you've got to get your key ring actually round one of those things like that before it actually gets to the slot at the end. There is a bit of genius in that. If it touches, the car won't start. Very simple. Frog's barometer of eco-disaster. Frogs, toads and newts yesterday emerged as proof of the accelerating decline of the world's ecosystems. They were a barometer of the state of the environment. It'd be nice to have a frog or a toad just nailed to your wall, just by the door. Give him a little tap in the morning as you go out, find out. This is a mirror man who strips off with a crusader who won the right to roam naked. The reporter in the Mirror has gone naked with this chap all day, and they've even enjoyed a game of pool together. Oh. I'm going to tell you, a while ago, I may have told you that I went with the chap I write with, Eddie, and we went off to a sauna and massage place in Amsterdam.
Did you?
Well, just outside. No. Look at her face. She's loving this. Oh, yes. Oh, you can tell by your face she feels genuinely aroused. Yeah. Look at this. She's loving this. She's really loving. She 5 blokes. Do you know what?
When was this?
What happened was, I went to Amsterdam, and afterwards we'd had a fair old boozy weekend. We thought we'd cleanse on the way home near the airport. It's actually near the airport. There's a sauna and steam place, but we didn't realise that everyone in there, it's all sexes, obviously, in there because they don't have like the bar we have in Britain, and we went in just completely naked. You know, that's it. They take it away. You walk around naked around the fields and everything. It was actually like a little naturist place. And on the way out,
you and Ed?
Yeah, me and Ed. That's when I found out a big secret about him, which I won't mention.
Oh, I'm glad you said a big secret.
Well, no, actually, no, but it's not what you're thinking.
Oh.
But anyway, and afterwards we had to go through this bit. They have a pub as part of it, and you go in and it's just a normal pub where everyone's naked.
You did this?
Yeah, we were just there, and I was just having. It's just really funny being naked, having a drink with them.
Are you laughing?
Just leaning on a bar. But the point about it is, the reason I mentioned it is that naked pool is about the most obscene thing you can see. Yeah, but fellas, I'm looking. There's like huge, big, fat Dutch blokes. And they're looking like a corn pocket like that. I'm checking the angle. Yeah. There's even one guy. He's gone like that, right down the table. Like that. I swear his tackle went down the middle pocket. It's just a really handy thing. It was amazing. Unfortunately, I had to leave then because there was a couple of ladies having a bit of a laugh together by the bar. I'll tell you what. And lastly, curb crawlers going to. Actually, I'm not going to do that. It's about curb crawling. That's a grubby subject. Instead, I'm going to do the pun of the week. Today's Sun, David Beckham lands a £1 million deal to promote sunglasses. He's a very good-looking bloke. He's got a cracking-looking wife as well. OK, all right, sorry. Came over me then. I think, actually, they're an attractive couple, aren't they? Basically, they walk in a room, everyone feels sexy. Well, yeah. If they walk in a room, everyone's like, ooh. Look at that couple. The pun says, Dawson Specs.
It's good.
Well, it's all right, isn't it? Let's not write over
What's
that.
number 2?
From yesterday's Sun, a man finds a fried snake in a packet of crisps. I once found a Jack Russell's head in a bag of crisps. I did. And actually, it wasn't bad. Pun says, snack adder. I'm glad it's as lame as it's always been. Yeah! Says the old jazzer Harry. OK, this is from when this
Please be upstanding.
Please be upstanding. It's the very final pun of the week. We can't really move to the area.
We'll just stay here.
We'll go to this area.
Here's good.
I know Ali McCoy's turned nasty on us. That's his.
Where is she, the Cockney?
Where is she? Where's
She's
Cockney
coming through the crowd.
Is she?
All the way from the Roman Road.
All the way from the Roman Road. It's been a long walk for her this morning. Sorry.
In her little white socks. Oh, look at her T-shirt. That was great.
OK, join me in the timeless chorus all. 2 old chairs in the back of the band. La, 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 la. Oh, she loves me.
Johnny, look at the T-shirt.
Oh, that's lovely.
I made it.
You've done that yourself,
Vicky
haven't you?
made that. I made it.
What are the letters? Oh, no.
John Virgo.
John Virgo.
I love Big Break.
These are mistakes, from Wednesday Star, a former rowing champion. Can I just say, actually, before we do the pun of the week, can I thank every single national paper for supplying us with such good material every morning? Absolutely. You've all loved and loathed us at times, but mostly I've enjoyed you. You're like my friends. I look through the papers, I don't see papers, I see friends.
Johnny, now you're getting too licky.
Sometimes they seem to talk to me when I'm alone in that room.
No, that's
yes.
Mystic Meg.
A little thing.
Oh, it's from the
Daily
Star.
Star. Thank you very much. Is that Joe's delivered it? Thanks, Joe. Give us What is it, Sonny? Sorry, I've just... Well, don't swear on air. You put it down on the whole day as it is.
Come on, let's crack on. We've got loads to get into this.
Sorry, I just can't help getting it sound. I'm so sorry. OK, anyway, from Wednesday's Star, but thank you to all the papers. Former rowing champion schoolmaster has a sex change. Former rowing champion schoolmaster has a sex change. It's a great pun. It's a towering pun. It contains innuendo and punnage. The pun says, coxless! There we go, the very final pun down on the Big Breakfast Show. We're going to take a break now. Still got loads to come this morning, including a big live gagging for it out there.
500
and loads of other little things. Ian Reid, Caroline. Barry Shaw and 20 years in the Mets.
We'll see you soon, coaches.
Don't go away, back in a couple of seconds, right, Dave? That's how the room should have been. Where have you been for the last 3.5 years? Oh, now you clap. Anyway, welcome back. There is still a ton of stuff to come. Right, Den,
We've still
baby.
got gagging for it for you. Jamesy and Cinder, we're going to do it outside.
I hope Sinden's wig doesn't blow off.
Well, I hope Cinder doesn't blow
off.
off.
I hope, absolutely right. See what you're saying? Sort of. There's still a ton of stuff to come. The last ever gagging for it, and we've got the Friday song. Oh, yeah. Special lyrics. Oh, yeah, they pushed the boat out. But right now, I gather, unless anyone got any points they'd like to raise?
No, we haven't got time.
I only say that because Ed's shouting at me.
Do you know what we have
Joe Hicks,
got?
20 from Leicester. Anything to say?
No points to raise, no.
Okay. I'll raise it too. Okay.
We have got Richard Bacon out and about this morning. He's already given away the Big Breakfast Shed from
I know, signed by Tom Hanks.
Signed by Tom Hanks, and I think Trevor Bayliss has been in there on the odd occasion.
Yeah, he'd have signed it with something.
So let's go over to Richard Bacon now. Richie!
Thank you. Yes, thank you very much. In the garden of the winner of Johnny's Shed, this is Steve Watson. Hello again, Steve.
Hello,
Surprise you were in bed earlier.
Yeah.
Danny, this is your wife, Jane. Good morning to you.
Morning.
And your 5 children are indoors. Now, we set a competition on the show. People had to email us with 3 reasons why they think they'd make a good owner of the shed, and you came up with the best reasons. We're going to hear your email in just a second. But one of them, we're going to repeat ourselves, I want to say this now, is one of them is that you're a big shed fan, and you've actually got quite a collection of sheds already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we have a look over there, you can see a couple over there, and you're even thinking of opening this to the public, I understand.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nice idea.
Nice
Now,
collection.
let's track back here. I just want to say the lads from the Basil and Garden Centre have done a tremendous job. Lee, Dave, Alan and Rob. Just track, but don't see it yet. Track back, Doug. OK, in erecting it. We brought it on a truck, had to take it down, bring it in the garden, and they've erected it within half an hour. These are jealous neighbours. They haven't won the shed. See the envy in their eyes. But now, let's see, for the first time, we need some applause for this, but for the first time, we see Johnny's Shed erected in your garden, Steve. There is the shed. Oh, wonderful, Steve. Just a few words,
Oh, I'm over the moon.
Of course you are. Earlier on you kissed it. Let's go inside for the first time. Not everything's in here yet. We just put a couple of garden chairs in, but why don't you go in first?
Right.
So there, Steve Watson, into the shed. Huh? Yeah. Have a seat. We're going to sit down for a moment. We're going to reminisce. Before we finish this, though, we're going to have a look at some of the highlights, some of the people that have sat in the shed and been interviewed in here over the years. OK, so here is a special Shed Highlights VT. Have a look at this.
Let's not forget why we're here this morning. It's the honour.
Oh, sorry, we're back. I'm sorry, we're just chatting away there. But, I mean, there's some people there. We couldn't see it, I've got a monitor. But, I mean, who do you remember being interviewed? What great match from the shed do you remember?
Noel Gallagher.
He was in here?
Yeah, this week, Tom Hanks.
Of course.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
And the shed has actually been signed by Tom Hanks as well. His autograph is across the front of it. Let's walk outside.
Yeah.
Liam Gallagher as well, and your wife Jane is chipping in with. So here we are. We've finished this item. Let's just shut the doors and see the autograph. One final thing for you, mates. A special plaque. This will make the neighbours even more jealous. There we are. Have a look at that. Hold that there. Johnny Vaughan spent a lot of time in here, June 1998 to January 2001. Steve, final words.
I'm just so happy. Me and my boy have got a place to get away from everyone. It's just great. It's tremendous.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Watson. Stick it on. Stick it on. That's it from us in Grays in Essex with the Shed winner. Meanwhile, this is Channel 4. It's Johnny and Denise's last show, and they'll be right back after this break.
Welcome back to the Big Breakfast. It is Friday, the 12th of January. It's our last day, ladies and gentlemen. Aren't we going to miss them, darling?
We'll miss
How much are we going to miss them? You lot, you're the heart and soul. OK, here we go. Do you know what? Because you're the heart and soul, as you arrived today, we asked you all a question. A question, but we didn't tell you why, did we? And when we gave you a pink or blue raffle ticket, depending on your answer, is that not correct? Look at them. They know not what is about to happen. OK, here we go. I can just tell you now, before you get too excited, most of you are going to be disappointed. But some of you are going to be delighted. OK, Jen, what was the question? Oh, I've got it here.
Oh, you've got it there.
Which paper today describes us as the early dream team?
Is it A?
The Sun.
Or B?
The Star. I can do what? Ed, just tell me quietly which colour was the winning raffle
Really
ticket.
quietly, you've got a microphone.
Oh, sorry.
If you've got a pink ticket, just wave it in the air for us.
You got a pink ticket? Have they lost, Ed? No. Right, you're not winners.
You're not winners. If you've got a blue ticket,
hold them in the air.
Okay.
Right. Here's what Denise is now going to tell you what's up for grabs.
We push each ticket into the tombola here, And we would like Christopher Biggins, the lovely Mr. Christopher Biggins, to pick us a winner this morning. But before we draw, let's just see what you guys out there are going to win.
To mark today's cinema release of the new epic adventure Castaway, one lucky guest in the garden today will win a holiday for two to Castaway Island in Fiji, including a trip to the uninhabited island of Mongariki, where Oscar winner Tom Hanks was cast away for the movie. The prize includes return flights from London, boat transfers to the island, 6 nights half-board accommodation and all water activities. The winner must be able to travel in June this year.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of you, and it must be a child, is going to win a holiday in Fiji. We're sending a child unaccompanied to Fiji. Okay. So blue tickets in the air, please.
Right.
Okay. And Biggins is now going to get the winning number. The winning number is for this holiday in Fiji. Number 52! Who is 52? At the back there, come on up! Here she comes! And what a victory march this is! She's come all the way from the back. Just how Denise likes it. Here she is, she's emerging from the crowd. You won't get through there, madam. I don't know, she's already getting air rage. She's not even on the plane. You are going to Fiji.
Yes!
Number 52.
Let's check that
Show it to the
ticket.
camera. There it is.
Okay.
What's your name, madam?
Monica.
It's Monica.
Yes.
Where are you from?
Vauxhall.
South London, ladies and gentlemen. How
Can we
appropriate.
just have a bulldog for us as you're going to Fiji?
Yes. Oh, that's awesome. With the stud there as well. I might even get my dog pierced. Listen, thank you very much for coming down here today. I hope you're delighted you won. Have you been to Fiji before?
Never.
Never been there? No, I haven't either. Anyone been to Fiji? No. Are you sure? Yes. No, never been either. Okay, well listen, I hope you have a very good time there. You are off to Fiji. I think you're allowed to take... How many people is she allowed to take with her? 20. Alone, apparently. No, you got to go alone. Okay,
Do you want to keep that souvenir?
Right. Hey, Denise, have you seen the time?
Hey, Johnny, have you seen the time?
Yes, it's 8:30.
It can only mean one thing.
It's 8:30. It can only mean one thing. Tell them, crowd.
Oh, I'm still not sure.
What time is it, celebrity tent? I still don't know. Do you, Denise? Do you think we should do it?
I think so.
I think we should, Denise. It's time for our last half hour! Okay, we've got the final gagging for it, the last ever Friday song. They're heading your way right now. Give her a big hand, please. Oh, thanks for the march.
Yes! It's Jasmine Lowson with the Big Breakfast News.
Here's Jasmine.
Good morning. These are the main stories on Friday, the 12th of January. There's disbelief at the government's insistence that ammunition testing resumes next month off Scotland involving so-called depleted uranium. The stuff has dominated headlines this week as the likely cause of cancers which have killed countless British troops who served in the Gulf and the Balkans. It will be blasted into the Solway Firth off southwest Scotland over the next 9 months. There's increasing fear of a measles outbreak as panic spreads over the safety of the MMR triple vaccine. Surveys apparently found that almost half of GPs lack confidence in it. That's had a knock-on effect on parents. Finally, Billie Piper's reportedly turning her talented hand to the movies. She's landed a demanding role as a teenage chart topper in a murder mystery called Tabloid. Together with screen legend John Hurt, she'll start filming the Brit flick next week. That's the Big Breakfast News. If I don't see you before the end of the show, bye-bye, Johnny. Now, for the last time, it's over to Simon.
Thanks very much. Bye-bye, Jasmine. Well, what are we in for today? It's a chilly one again, I'm afraid. Like the whole of this week, that northeasterly wind is cutting right through the country, making it feel a lot colder than it is. A lot of broken cloud about, so we should see bits of sunshine coming through, and I'm afraid a little bit of rain in the southwest. That's all from me for the last time ever. Say goodbye to the map, and now it's over to Johnny and Denise.
I can't do it. I can't do this. 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 Stan, don't let me go on. Stan, no, Stan.
Everyone's waiting for it, Johnny.
All right, do the voiceover bit then.
And now, live from Bollocks, it's Gagging for It 2001, the game show that never grows old. And here's the man time wasn't so kind to. It's your host, Mr. Sinden Chump.
Thank you very much. Hello and welcome to Gagging for It 2001. Hey, you know, I got a joke for you. The Noise Abatement Society asked for a factory that makes tennis devices to be closed. They were making a heck of a noise. They're making a racket. Because you see, what's happening is like a tennis racket factory and making a noise. My dog walked into a bar. How does it smell? It doesn't. It's a bear. Gagging for It 2000.
Gagging for it. Gagging for it.
Gagging for It. Yes, everything's changed since the old days of Gagging for It.
Yeah, except for the gags.
Yeah, Gemsy, of course. Say hi, Gemsy, in that warm way you have.
You all right?
Isn't she great? Everyone's a comedian. Okay, each day I'll be setting up gags from the best-selling Sin and Chump's Millennium World of Gags, which is often remained a list of back on your shelves. Okay, we've got two teams of panellists. All they've got to do is provide as many punchlines as possible in just 1 minute. Up for grabs is this fabulous prize. Yeah, it is a fabulous prize.
Get a life, you lot. Right, we got this today. It's a bell, and there's the end.
That's absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Gems. Okay, let's meet the teams. First of all, who's on the B-list celeb team today, please?
On the B-list celeb team today, we have the sexy Christopher Biggin. The superbly talented Lionel Blair.
How are you all gagging for it, Philippa? Are you gagging for it?
We're gagging for it 24 hours a day.
Are you really?
Yes, we are.
Oh.
We can't help ourselves.
Lionel, what about you? Are you absolutely gagging for it, my good friend?
I haven't gagged so much in years.
Oh, yes, you have.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Do you have knowledge of the last gagging, Bigger? What I've done there is smart. Okay, let's go to the C-list celebs. They're over here. That's my friend. Sorry. Okay, who's on the C-list? Who's on there with you, Mr. Terrorvision?
I've got Trevor Bailey.
Trevor Bayliss. Trevor, can I ask you, Trevor, are you a sleazy old bloke?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'd go for that.
Sorry, are you gagging for it?
I'm gagging for it.
Okay, Quentin Wilson, are you gagging for it?
Utterly gagging for it.
Ooh. Right, okay, let's meet the callers, Gems, my love, the sweet but true.
Okay, we've got 3 callers on the line this morning. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go to line 1. We've got Neil calling from Liverpool. Hello, Neil.
Good morning, Gemsy.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. Right, how many gags do you think the winning team are going to get right, then?
Yeah, I'll have 4.
You what, love?
4.
You what, love?
4.
All right, I heard ya. Okay, on line 2, we've got Maxine from... Oh, she's in the bath. Hello, love.
Morning, Gemsy.
You all right there?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How long have you been in the bath for?
Well, too long.
Too long. Are you all pink and shrivelling?
Just a little bit.
Sometimes I like that. Okay, how many gags do you think the winning team are going to get right?
Say 3.
You think 3?
Yeah.
Good luck, love. Right. On line 3, we got Philippine from
from Norfolk.
Philippa.
Can you pretend to be Philippa because I can't change it?
Okay, Philippine.
Right, how many gags do you think the winning team are going to get right, doll?
For 5, please, Jency.
You what?
5,
There's
please,
no need to
Jency.
shout.
5, Vincent.
I've got it.
OK, let's crack on, Jebs. That's enough fun with guests. OK, let's... Jebs, just slip a minute on the cocky clock, please. Wow, I'm loving the sound of that fuzz box. It's used in guitar playing. Right, OK. What time's this going out? What US city do cows... Minute on the clock, here we go. What US city do cows love? Do cows love? It's New York, sorry. Why do people on diets eat candles? Why do people on diet eat candles?
It's light.
Exactly right. How do sheep keep warm? How do sheep keep warm? Yes?
Woolly coats.
Well, dear enough, I'll give you that. What happened to the man who stole a calendar? Yes?
He got nicked.
No, he got over here. Yes.
He got 12 months.
He got 12 months. Why did the Scarecrow? It's very funny. Why did the Scarecrow win his Nobel Prize? Why did he win a Nobel Prize, the Scarecrow? Yes.
He was outstanding in his field.
He was outstanding in his field, neck and neck now. Why did the football manager have the pitch flooded? Yes?
Swimming.
No, so he can bring on a sub. Still neck and neck. What boxing champs are ticklish?
Featherweight.
Featherweight's over here. Featherweight's over here. You're right, Jebs. Who won, Jebs?
We have got a winner. It's Maxine. All right, Maxine, well done.
Well done, Maxine. OK,
Got anything to say?
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you.
All right.
Is that all, is it? OK, well done. I bet you were game for it. OK, knock, knock. TARDIS. Doctor Who. He had a TARDIS, didn't he? Right, we're gagging for it. I'll see you later. As well, whoever just handed me this in the garden. This is the spirit of the breakfast. Look at that.
Look.
Pensioners Bulldog.
Yes!
Look at that. Pass it round, enjoy it. You know, it's exciting. Do you know what? I've got to do the thanks now. Den, these are my thanks. I'd like to thank all the crew at the house. That's cameras, bashers, floor, wardrobe, makeup, vision, art, greeters, drivers, catering, just house production. Our cleaner, Laura. They say you can't... They say you can't get blind drunk at work and do a good job. But you look how tidy the place is. Security, the late great Keith Woods, miss you every day. Paul X, to give me a security tag. Linton Carpet. I'd love to name you all, but I'll go down that way and I'll be here all day.
Much time,
oh yes, and sound. From production, we'd like to thank as well. This is all from Denise and I. We cobbled this together this morning. The APs, researchers, producers,
runners.
Particularly Giles Bowden, who
Where
goes
is
through the
Giles?
papers every morning. She knows. Good lad. Thanks, mate. Benny, Mike, Jeremy, Dean, all the production team, past and present. There's been so many of you, it's hard. Den, you've got your thanks.
Just a few special thank yous. I'd like to thank Webbo for touching me up in the morning, trying to stop me. Rachel in makeup, no more blusher, thank you very much.
Wait a second, go.
Tony, my driver, get some rest. Arthur Potts Dawson for teaching me to cook in the bath. Babette Wardrobe, I'll see you in Brighton. I'd like to thank Sue Judd and Siobhan for the frocks, and Jamie for sorting out my barnet every Friday, and of course Cockney Vic, my true mate.
Okay.
I love Vic.
Can I also thank our bosses, Mary, Wahid, my Lord Ali, and of course our glorious leader, Eddie Forster. Last one, I'd also like to thank our co-hosts Donna, Richie, Simon, Jasmine, plus all the lovely ladies who sat here, particularly Kelly and Lisa, not forgetting Phil Gale, who I always miss, my wife for putting up with the odd hours, and a baby that wakes up crying and wet every night, not to mention our daughter Tabitha. Also, I'd like to thank anybody I've left out, all our guests, experts, celebs, members of the public, my TV wife Denise, who I've loved working with. I love you more than cook food, honey. And of course, you, the viewers, for watching. You are all. Simply the best.
When I wake up in the morning light, I pull on my jeans and I feel alright. I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my old blue jeans on.
Hello and welcome. I'm Johnny Vaughan, thank you.
And I'm Gabby Roslin. Thank you too. Yes.
Thank you, Gabby, thank you. It's Tuesday the 7th of December, and you're watching The Big Breakfast, the show that's 100% goodness. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm in Newcastle, just hovering above Newcastle city centre. And at the moment, the weather here is pretty miserable, as you can see.
Welcome to The Big Breakfast. Yes, it is Monday. It's the 16th of June. I'm Denise Van Elton, and I'm very, very excited, because could you please welcome to the show, Mr...
Johnny Vaughan. Thank you very much. Vaughan, Johnny Vaughan. Thank you. Calm it down, it's a long one. Mr. Spock, to the French windows, please. Mr. Spock. Thank you. Oh!
When a man and woman really, really like each other, well, they just get these kind of urges.
You keep talking about this. What do you mean urges? What sort of thing?
No, urges, like you can't help yourself, you can't hold back.
God, you've got a juicy pair. Look at that.
Hello there, and welcome back to The Big Breakfast. Go on, do your Frank, quickly.
Frank Butcher.
Frank Butcher.
Pets, no, babe, honey, pets. I love you, babe, I love everything about you, your beautiful face, your goddess like body.
Oh, Frank, you shouldn't be here, Frank. It ain't right, Frank.
It's not right at all. You're nothing like them.
Thank you very much. OK, stat 3. You ready, gang? You ready?
Yes. We're fired up and ready to go.
A little bit.
What? You look just like Elvis. You do look like Elvis.
Oh, no. Stop.
I'm Johnny Vaughan. Welcome to Movie Watch.
Oh, hello. OK, Art Malik's been on The Big Breakfast this morning. I hope he's lightened up your lives in the way that he has been all down here at The Big Breakfast. This is Channel 4 you're watching The Big Breakfast, where this week...
Where life starts at 8.
Life starts at 8.
Yeah!
I know, you know, if I ever left here, God, I'd miss the gang. I don't know what I'd do. I just...
I've had my share of life's ups and downs, but fate's been kind. The downs have been few. I guess you could say said that it's all because of you. If anyone should ever write my life story, for whatever reason there might be, ooh, you'll be there between each line of pain and glory, 'cause you're the best thing.
Any more for any more?
Oh, was that another word?
Triplets.
And this one's the boy!
Oh, how...
Oh, Andrew, this is lovely.
It certainly is a boy. That can't be its thingy. That was unbelievable. Wonga, wonga, wonga. Brilliant. Only the Big Breakfast could run over after 8.5 hours. I feel proud. I really do. It just wasn't enough time for us.
Still to come on today's show. Details of how you can clear all your debts in our fantastic Millennium Night competition. Oh, no you don't. So distracting. I'm not your friend anymore. After the news.
More tea, Vicar.
Are you okay, honey?
Oh, Denise, I just had the weirdest dream. Denise?
What have they won, first of all? They've won a games console,
Yeah,
computer equipment, ergonomic chair.
Yeah.
Mr. P. Nurse of Leicester.
I can't believe I got you on it. Right, OK. Do you know what? I've been thinking about doing that all weekend.
Can't live if living is without you. I can't live. I can't give anymore. I can't live if living is without you. I can't give. I can't give anymore.
Oh, marvellous. Magic moments on the
Don't
Big Breakfast.
look at the screen.
Do you know what? Can I just say that we couldn't actually sit and watch that?
Couldn't actually watch it. Listen, thank you very much, everyone, for making it such a special
We'll
place
see you
to look.
after the break for our very special Last Friday song. See
Don't
you
go
soon.
away.
Hey!
OK, listen. Do you know what, ladies and gentlemen? That's it. That's it. There is no more.
That's it, the end of the Big Breakfast Bash. Anyway.
Stop that. OK, I need my lyrics. 5, 4, thank you very much.
It's time for the Friday song.
Denise, you stole our hearts and stole the scene. And you even stole some tissues from the Queen. Oh, we'd like you then to know that we've loved you on the show and the way you always try to keep it clean.
stick with us from 7 until 9.
Oh, Johnny, you're so funny that it hurts. It's more painful than the patterns on your shirt.
What's wrong with it?
I'll miss your muttons and your papers and your crazy bulldog papers, but most of all I'll miss a lovely on-screen flirt.
Singing, wakey, 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 rise and shine.
Rise and shine!
It's the only way on. It's your number one big breaking. So get it down, you make it. And stick with us till 7 until 9. Oh, it's the final minute of our final show.
And now
It's here we just don't want to go. Oh, it's all gone by so fast and so don't help it last.
We'll sing this nice last line very
Epic breakfast is the only way down. It's your number one big breaking, so get it down your from
'Cause what a gorgeous job.
Denise?
Johnny?
Time to go.
While you place the flowers in the vase that you bought today.